And welcome to another review here at Total Toy Recon. As you can see, obviously, we're going to be doing something with Marvel's Man-Thing. I'm going to spin this back here so we can see the beautiful artwork and illustration done by James Groman. This is the James Groman designer figure. Yes, it is designed, sculpted, and painted by James Groman. This thing is a beast, literally. It is 14.5 inches, just the box wide. We've got 16 inches tall. And if we turn it this way, oh, it's another 10.5 inches. Oof. So we've got great photographs here on the side of the box. We use this one for our YouTube page. The first image I showed you, we put on our Instagram. But as we turn it here to the back, we do get an idea of collect them all, the other ones that are out there. So we have the regular version right here, Devil's Kaiju, Psychedelic. Now this one I've actually seen a press release for. However, Groman's Green, Pen and Ink, Devil's Kaiju, I have not seen anything about those. So this one I believe is sold out. I had looked it up. I have an image of it. Boom, right there. Nice and big. Really just, it's fantastic. However, as I look at these more and more, I would easily lean towards these two if I had a choice. If I had the extra choice. I got this one. Mondo sent it to me. Thrilled that they sent me one. It's fantastic. A chance to share it with you, share it with everybody, what it's like. But if I was at a convention like Designer Con, or I was at a Mondo Con, or I was at Comic Con, and I had a choice, these two right here, just solely on the package. But, you know, not to say that I'm not interested and ready to dive in and drooling at the mouth to check out Man-Thing here. I really want to see him. So the illustrations, as I said, on the front, and the design was by James Groman. The art direction, Mike Bonanno, Hector Arce. Packaging by Mike Bonanno. And then we've got photography by Rob Barrero. The Devil's Kaiju paint is by David Osiski. Psychedelic paint by Hector Arce. I've seen that name numerous times. And special thanks to Jesse Falcon. Now, unfortunately, they did not include the little corner pieces that they usually include on all their Mondo packaging, which is weird. So, like, if you look at some of our reviews, He-Man, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Hordak, you will see that there's these neat little corner pieces that keep this from happening. So I was very shocked to see actually not have that in there. And then, sure enough, I got a box damaged. So let's unsize this here. And as you can see, I'm gonna fade out here, but it does say giant sized Man-Thing on the inside. So let's fade away. All right, so I've got him in the styrofoam container. I'm gonna open him up out of the coffin so that you can see how he is packaged. We used to do this thing, and we don't do it often anymore, but we call it the smell test. And yes, he smells like a brand new toy. Wow, you can really smell the paint applications on him. So, kind of a little shy here. Oh, he's very light, but bulky. So there goes one of those. Do not eat those containers. We're just going to stick that right back in there. And we're going to slide this out. This is not a man of accessories and weaponry and belts and action figure stuffy things. He is Man-Thing. So, wow. Man, the paint. Whoo! He is strong. The smell. All right, so we're going to get him out here. And we are just immediately just going to put him into some sort of crazy pose. Now, he has 3 points of articulation. We've got arms. All right, that's 2. These hands do not look like they move. And the head, I believe. Does the head move? The legs don't move. The head moves, so we have a little bit of head moving here. I'm not going to push it. We definitely have 3 points of articulation. Oh, the legs move. The legs move a little bit, but we aren't going to move them too much. This isn't the kind of toy that you're actually going to be playing with. So, as you can see, I'm really zoomed out here. I'm going to zoom in a second, but I want to show you. The box says that he is 12 inches tall. We're going to go to the tree, and actually, to the tree, he is 13.5. But if we just do the top of his spine, he's a little over 12 inches tall. So let's bring it back in so we can bring it in and zoom in on here. So immediately what draws your attention is the ridges, the details. Groman has really nailed the concept of this character from the Marvel Universe in its most brilliant and disgusting and beautiful form. This is not a happy character. This is not a character that knows that's even alive in some points, in some points of its story. It's just, it's a wandering beast. It's a creature of magic. It's a creature of nature. It's a creature of science gone wrong. It's such a brilliant, like he's even given it a bit of it looks like a mouth, but it's not. There is no mouth because he has these tendrils that come down. But there is kind of like a twisted smile right here. The skull, great. The tree growing out of the arm, fantastic. This, is it the back, his spine? Is it, this all what's left of the humanity inside 10 Sails that's still here. The snake, look at this. The snake, such a great thing. I mean, you could have done it just plants, but he gave us fungi here on the shoulders. He gave us all these little details to look at, to over-analyze. We've got mushrooms growing on this shoulder here where we have a tree coming out. And it has a little bit of a give to it. So it's not a bulky, hard piece of plastic. I think this could fall once or twice off the shelf, earthquake, or the cat knock it over, and I think you'd be okay. I'm not going to push it to turn the head too much. We've got 5 toes down here. We've got this foot. It's almost like a root. But here, we got the Marvel logo. Kind of has a rubbery feel to it. It is a vinyl action figure. I wouldn't say it was really action figure, but it is a designer figure. Really just a breathtaking, monstrous piece. Now, we're going to do some scales here. So since I don't have anything Mondo close by, so we figured, Marvel owns Disney, Disney owns Star Wars. Here is a 6-inch Black Series figure. We'll put him in the shot here to kind of give you an idea of where he stands. And we'll move our camera down here a little bit. Just give you an idea of what we're looking at in terms of scope. So here's a 6-inch Black Series Stormtrooper, and now here's a Gamorrean guard from the original Kenner line. So it kind of gives you a scale of scope, so that, instead of just, oh, well, okay, you said it was so many inches tall, but here we actually just get a better sense of the scale, especially in your own figures and your own toys at home. And I'm sure most of you have one of these two guys, or at least a figure in that scale. So we get a better sense of the figure. But wow, look at this. Look at this needle stuck here in the arm. I mean, this is really Captain America, super soldier formula gone wrong. And look at this here. Wow. Now, I've been after a Groman figure for a while. I definitely wanted the Batman figures that he had done. He had Two-Face. I mean, he had different characters from the Batman universe. But when Mondo showed this, I revealed this at DesignerCon. I was like, wow, like that's a piece. Like that's really something you want to hold on to. Yeah, I'm just really glad that Mondo sent it. It's just gorgeous. I mean, literally, there's so much detail. Here we got the shoulder blades. I mean, just over exaggerated veins that are just leaves and lines and mushrooms coming through. It's just a really nice piece. Wow. All right, so this is Bob from Total Toy Recon. Thanking Mondo for sending it out. If you can find one of these, get one. They immediately sold out. Most like a lot of Mondo's posters, this figure sold out like right away. There is those different variants, so keep your eye open for it. And of course, always check the secondary market. Always check sites like Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. You may be able to find one, but this one is mine, and it is nice. Thank you, Mondo.